Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Barbara's Den. In this video, I wanted to talk about Candy and Nene and Wendy Williams coming to Mary Jane's live tonight. Cause Mary Jane was talking about how Yvonne came up there and just, in my opinion, straight up bold-faced lied and said Nene told her to record the ladies. What grown woman with a husband can do something wrong of that magnitude because another woman told her to do it? Oh, she know I was making genuine friendship with the lady. You should have seen the look on Kenya's face. Even Kenya lied on Nene all season, and even Kenya couldn't hide her face when that girl told that lie on Nene. And they going like, oh, and they put Yvonne up to tell this lie because he mad at Nene because Nene walked off the show. He's mad, so he put Yvonne up to come on the show and straight up lie. They said Nene should have left because now she done lie and she put that out there, and she should have been up there to defend herself. Nene wasn't up there when Vivica Fox said that both his lie. That Nene is Nene going to rehab to dry out from cocaine. Nene wasn't there to defend herself, but Nene defend herself very well. So I'm pretty sure Nene gonna come back with the receipts to prove that Yvonne is a lie. And I don't think it's gonna matter because all the other lies that have been told about Nene, people just dismiss it and continue with the lie as if it's the truth, because that's the old way of doing things, and these things still trying to work to this day to keep people down. And the only reason I think they got an issue with Nene is because she's black. And Candy, so just like Yvonne was forced to come on there and do that, Candy was forced to create this fake beef with Nene. She created the fake beef with Nene, helped take Nene down. She can get her own show. And they put her on the mask and allow her to win. And her winning the mask is going to do what? Afford her opportunity she would never afford. It's put her up there where Tamar Braxton is. Because, Tamar Braxton was low after she left her husband. So for her to get herself back where she needed to be, instead of fighting with her sisters and stuff and all of that, they put her on Big Brother. Now that she's on Big Brother, she was able to build herself back up. Because Tamara didn't just get on there. Tamara didn't win just because she won. She was afforded that blessing of winning so she could get where she need to be. And now where she is, got her own show, makeup show. Candy, when she done do this, when she did this thing with the mask, then she could come back and do her own show. Because Bravo giving her a show. And I wonder, so we're going to give you a show, but we need to take Nene down. And I think Andy is the one with the problem with Nene. Andy might act like he's Nene's friend, but Andy is the one with the problem with Nene. Because in my opinion, who this black woman thinks she is, coming up here with me, being on my level. I'm a billionaire. Who she thinks she is? So that's what that is. So higher ups are coming after her. That's why she hired Lisa Bloom, because she didn't work 13 years, 12 years Real Housewives of Atlanta, and then the 1 year with the pilot. Nene didn't work 13 years to build herself up to this, just to be saying, okay, you made up everything else. Now get your little blackie back down there where you belong, which is beneath me or whatever. So they got the ones that want to give it to her. And I don't think they give it to Candy because Candy got so much money. I think they give it to Candy because Candy is very good. She was very good at destroying Portia and more so Phaedra. Screaming and hollering about they calling her Cosby. Girl, bye. I like Candy, but I just call that how I see it. Bye on that. So what they do, so they did not take Phaedra all the way down. Phaedra, when Phaedra left, I heard she got paid so many millions. Then Phaedra got with this modeling company, Wilhelmina Modeling Company, I never heard of before Phaedra went there, which is a billionaire company. So Phaedra wasn't, financially she wasn't hurt. Repetition-wise, yeah, because they believe in destroying black women at this point in time, repetition. So they destroyed Phaedra's reputation. People still think Phaedra helped Apollo stole money. They still think Phaedra did all of that because the truth is going to come out. Everybody's going to be exposed. So what are they doing now? They allow Phaedra to be on boot camp. And I'm definitely going to be watching. I don't watch boot camp because I don't really care about all of that because it's just too many things to sit down and just dull your brain to being lazy sitting in the house. The quarantine now got you sitting in the house more to dull your brain and watch these people, which I won't be doing. Sitting around watching it. I want to go watch stuff that stimulates my brain and open up for new ideas and new information that I find very pertinent. So Phaedra's going to be on boot camp. I'm definitely going to be watching it. And the only reason I watch Celebrity Big Brother was because Tamar was on it. That's the only reason I watched it. Tamar wasn't on it. I still would have never seen Big Brothers. And it was very enjoyable. They kept saying Candy was on the mask. You could look at it and tell it was Candy. But I wasn't trying to watch the mask. I just wasn't trying to watch it. But I look at the clippings and I'm happy for her and whatever. And Nene, they just don't want. I don't know who Nene pissed off. I don't think Nene pissed nobody off. I just think they don't like the fact that a woman who was like Sheree said, I remember when you had your raggedy teeth and when you was poor on a pole, stripping or whatever she called, I don't think she stripped, pole dancing or whatever she was doing, and going to jail and this and that. I remember when that was you. So this is how they see this woman with no money, married this football player, move up, and then as years go past, she became to make more money. They don't like that about Nene. So they want Nene to, they don't like the fact that they got this stuff where they be going about this rags to riches. That's what Nene will be. And she's a black woman. No, that's not going to happen, so they want to give it to Candy. But, like I say, Nene say, Candy always be number 2. Like Nene said, Real Housewives of Atlanta is her house. She built it. Candy tried to take that, but you literally cannot come 3rd season. Because you got the pilot, then you got season 1, and Candy King season 2. So 3 seasons before Candy came, because the pilot was with Nene and with Kim Zolciak, and then they did season 1, and then Candy came season 2. So Candy came the 3rd year, but she wanna be number 1 on the show. You didn't build the show. Nene built the show. With her personality and all of that was good enough for them, but now they're going to use that against her. And the people hating on Nene for years. On Facebook years ago, the hate for Nene was so annoying. I was like, this is ridiculous. And for what? Oh, she used ratchetness to get up like that. Well, you were watching it. So, and that's when I way back season, I guess season 2 and 3. Was it season 2 and 3? No, it was a season Portia dragged Kenya. Cause that's when I came on. Cause I didn't know about it before that. But the people on Facebook group, it was crazy. I'm like, I mean, people will attack you for agreeing with Nene about anything, and that was back then. Now, over the years, you see Nene done rise up past all that anyway, and now you're pulling out the big dogs. But after watching this thing with Yvonne on 3, I think all this your hatred coming from Andy. They want us to think it coming from production, but I think it coming from Andy, cause I can't think of nobody else who's so high up. Andy might act like he just executive or whatever, but Andy's high up. Andy said he stepped down, he did this and that. He's not executive on there anymore because you and watch what's happening live. Come on now. Really, Andy? You billionaire. You billionaire. And you the child of a billionaire. So, I'm like this. Yes, Wendy. Wendy came on Mary Jane's show. After Mary Jane say, because of what Wendy said, they drag and Nene this and that. And Wendy should let Nene come on her show, clear that up to show that they all good. And then Wendy comes in the comment section and says, Nene will never be on the Wendy show again, ever. I'm like, okay. Are we crazy? Or we are sitting here watching a woman, genuine woman, ain't doing no wrong, but people talking, saying things as if this woman is doing the things that they say out of their mouth. You ask me, that's called programming somebody. That's called gaslighting or triggering. Definitely triggering Nene. Gaslighting. Or basically gaslighting the views. Telling the views what you see of Nene is not true. What we say of her is true. And this is what we need you to believe. If you don't believe this, then there's something seriously wrong with you. We're in a new shift, a new way of thinking. And people will believe one thing, but eventually people just wake up like, come on now. Only thing Yvonne did was wake people up. Come on now. People been knowing Nene for 13 years on this Real Housewives of Atlanta. Ain't nobody never heard. This woman know everything there is to know about every single woman on that show. She know what they say about her. She know they talk about her. Now it's all over the blog. So why in the world she need to hire Yvonne to tape these women, which will destroy her reputation, which will destroy all her businesses? Because what company is going to trust somebody? She go eat meeting to do business. Oh, you record people, huh? That's what they're doing. That's why I think Real Housewives of Atlanta should fall from grace and go down in total demise when Nene leaves. Because it's crazy. You're destroying the #1 show. Which is what rich people do. They destroy the #1 show. Because, okay, they done take this ratchet show and turn it into something good. This is not what we want. So we're going to destroy the creator of the show. And that's what they're doing to Nene. But everybody seems to think Nene should have stayed on there and defend herself against Yovanna. I think once Nene, because Nene didn't even know Yovanna was coming. Well, she knew Yovanna was supposed to come. When she found out she's supposed to come, she sent her to cease and desist because she records people. And if she recorded her, she's not allowed to put nothing on that thing about recording her. So she leaves and finds out Yovanna is on the show. So she doesn't come back, is what I think. But my thing is, I don't think she should have come back because I think she should have stayed, watch on her phone like she said she was doing, and allow Yovanna to freely say what she gonna say. Because you don't know, because I'm pretty sure Nene didn't know what she was gonna say. Let her freely say what she said. It's called letting people hang themselves. Okay, giving the whole rope and let them hang themselves. And then do what she did to Vivica Fox. Vivica Fox got up there and said this woman drying out from sniffing cocaine. And I don't know who told her that, but whoever told her that, I don't know if she going to be like Candy and get a show or get on a show that's a big show that's going to boost her popularity, put her in a different light, or she going to stay fall from grace. I don't think Claudia going nowhere, and I don't think Lisa Ray going nowhere, and the other lady, I don't think she going nowhere. But I think they probably want to send Vivica Fox someplace. You know, for telling that lie about Nene. So she can get attention and boost her way up. And that's what your Yovanna is doing. So apparently they sent Eva to Yovanna to teach Yovanna what she needed to do to come back on the show. And that's what she's doing. But Eva done got wiped out. Done been put to shame. Because girl, you should have just made up with Portia, Eva. You know you was wrong. Y'all are so good. And I know you go to acting school and you're trained for that. At dismissing the truth about yourself, about what's going on, about what you know you say, and continue to spin a lie into a truth. So you spin a lie into a truth about Portia, starting with you, and then acting like she did something to her, acting like you done something to her when you didn't. When you know full well what you did. So while you spin that lie into a truth, dismissing the fact that you viciously came for Portia, C-section, her man and her baby. So what Portia did, she didn't engage you. She put all her ducks together in a row. She put all her stuff together, and she came after you. Nene put all her stuff together, and she came after you. And they shut it down with Candy because they already had Candy set up, but they didn't want Candy to go too far with the beef with Nene on the thing. That's why Andy kept muting them, because Candy is gonna leave Real Housewives of Atlanta. She getting her own show. If she got her own show with just her mama, and especially with Don Juan and Carmen, I like her mama, but I would not be watching no show with Don Juan on it. I can, after the way he just gutted Portia for no reason over a beef Candy Todd and Phaedra had. Because Phaedra made it clear, I don't talk to the help, turn away and walk away. Portia tries to walk away, but he follows Portia and attacks Portia. This ain't the most disgusting things. I'm like, why do men want to gut women like that? Want to gut her feelings, her heart, and say things like she a fish. Gut her like a fish. I don't like that. And I mean, people do stuff like that. I don't want to see them. Because I'm a woman. And when you gut another woman like that, I feel her pain. Especially when she didn't do nothing to you. Your issue was with Phaedra talking about Candy. Portia was just saying, oh, just saying, oh yeah, this, whatever. Phaedra was talking about Candy. But because you couldn't engage Phaedra, because Phaedra said she don't talk to her to help, you followed Portia and attacked Portia. I find that annoying. I find it annoying when Kenya did it. I find it annoying when Cynthia did it. When Portia came late and Portia tried to explain to her, and she do what she do, but she don't let you talk. But she lets Kenya talk. If Kenya do wrong, if she feel, she'll let Kenya say what she got to say, and she don't cut in. But when Nene try to explain, oh, well, you did wrong too. Oh, well, you too. Oh, it was he tit for tat. That's Cynthia. I don't like that. Because she doesn't do that to Kenya. Kenya expresses, says she's sorry in her own little not sorry way. And Cynthia forgives in her own little weak, desperate way. But with anybody else, she overtalks people. Her overtalking everybody annoys me. So, Wendy comes on and says Nene will never be on her show again. My thing is this. Yesterday, Wendy said she's going on a hiatus. The day she on Marianne's show, on Marianne TV, talking about Nene will never be back on her show again, ever. What show do Wendy have? Wendy doesn't have a show. She's never going back to the studio. Because with this pandemic, quarantine, opening up the states, they're still arresting people. You say you open up the state, you can go back to work and no. But you arresting people for not social distancing. For what I can see, you open it back up so people can go back to normal, but you arrest them for not social distancing. Some got on masks, some don't. I can see a lot of them, they're not that close or whatever, but the police come out there running down, attacking innocent people. And they talk, yeah, I ain't seen nothing like this since the 80s. You know when they had to get. I'm like, really? These people are not doing anything. They're just standing around. And you acting like these people out there doing something. And then you just walking around talking about, get out of the road. Get out of the road. Move your car. Move your car. The car's not a chair. You gonna tell me I can't sit on my car? How you gonna tell me the car is not a chair? Then you walking around looking at all of a sudden you see the guy, put your hands up, put your hands up. This man took off running. I was like, is this cops really gonna shoot this man running through these young people, this crowd of people? And the fact that nobody really moved, they were just standing there watching him running. Nobody done nothing, so I said, darn, they gonna shoot this man in the back. They didn't. Then they run him down and catch him away. Everybody standing around. Nobody really moving. Nobody really moving. Then he said, I saw him throw the gun over there. He ran to he threw the gun over there. I'm like, okay. If he threw a gun over there, why you not over there looking for the gun? But anyway, arresting him and whatever. I think the man was a plant to cause confusion, and it failed. But when the trouble really started, when they grabbed and arrested a person who was out there and didn't do it. Now you got women screaming and hollering and carrying on arresting him. Nobody screaming hollering for the other dude, because I believe the dude was just a plant there that caused trouble and didn't work. So if you get one of the people that's just a person that's a part of that group, that you get one of them, then you're going to cause confusion. Oh, 9 is confusion. But anyway, that's the world we live in, and people gonna need to figure it out. But anyway, with all of that said, Winnie don't have a show. How is Nene never gonna be back on your show when you don't have a show? You're never going back to your studio because of this pandemic. Producers are, for example, The View. Joy said she wasn't coming back next year. Joy was so unhappy. She just at home, this and that, quarantining. Now she says she's sleeping with her producer. Her husband is now got the whole setup, and now she looks so much happier. And Brent is Nene producer. He does all her editing. He doing all, setting up all her everything, because Nene's not savvy. And that's how I know Wendy is also not tech savvy, because Wendy has an Android, and they try to give her an iPhone. She don't want to do the iPhone. That iPhone never used it because she don't want iPhone. She want Android. So you expect me to believe Wendy got on Mary Jane Live and said Nene never allowed back on it, or never be invited back to the show again, because of what Wendy said in her rant on her show? So it sounds like these people are paid to come and tear down Nene. That's as much as obvious to me. But I'm going to see how this turned out. But as for this thing for Yvonne, this is what I think.
No, they wasn't talking about UFO.
Wasn't trying to do that. Yeah, so this is what I think. I think Nene is going to do to Yvonne what she did to Vivica Fox with her friends of 20 years who can vouch for her. And she never did drugs a day in her life. Ever. People say Nene don't even smoke a cigarette. She never smoked weed. She never smoked cigarette. The only thing they ever know Nene to do was drink alcohol. And that's it. When you got friends of 20 years doing that, and Dr. Heavenly say, you can learn something from Nene. So she don't go in and shut Vivica Fox down. I don't think it matters, because it's not about you proving your innocence. It's about we putting it out there, we say it, and we're going to dismiss the truth. We're going to dismiss the facts and continue with the lie because it's already out there. So, what do I think how I think she gonna shut this lie down with Yvonne? She didn't. I don't think she came back to the reunion after Yvonne got on. So, I'm pretty sure Brent coming for Yvonne for coming for his mama. I think Brent came up with the idea for Nene to come up with, I think it was 6 friends. She got one friend that been her friend since she been a child. And she said, this friend, every single thing she been through on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, with the friends on the, with the ladies on the show, she went through all of it with that one lady. And they still friends. They make up and they still friends. Then she got another lady that she been a friend with about 12, 13 years, because her stepdad had an eye for her, and he had them send her and her the ladies over their drinks. And then another lady that had a book signing, and that's how they become friends. So they've been friends like 17 years. Then you had then she got the lady that do her color mane hair. She had her on there too, and they've been friends a year. So she create style, makes the hair for Nene that Nene sells, that she wears. So she was on there. Then she had another lady on there. They've been friends a long time. So she got friends that she been friends with. I'll say the least amount of years this woman been friends with Nene was 15 years. So these people are friends 15 to 20 years. And they can't vouch that Nene never, ever did drugs. She don't even smoke a cigarette. Never. So I think she can do that same thing with Yvonne. Because Brent is I think Brent is the mastermind. But I think Brent, because see, Brent been on the set with Nene since he been a child. He done seen the ins and out. So I'm pretty sure he know what to do. Now, how do I think he gonna deal with this lying scoundrel called Yvonne? They call her a snake, but Yvonne is not a snake. She's just a lying scoundrel. Because snake has a purpose.